How can we make life better? Firstly, you've got to be sure of the problem. What you perceive as a problem may not be a problem for somebody else. The world does not move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some. As a general rule, if people are confused, hungry, in pain, bleeding and screaming, something's wrong. If they're happy, smiling, infused by what they do, or at least satisfied by it, things are basically okay. So you don't go imagining problems. The need to earn a living, the need to cope with your friends and family is enough of a struggle without creating imaginary ones. For example, the Illuminati does not exist. I mean, it did exist in the 18th century as a secret society intended to promote learning in the face of religious repression, but not today. Today the world is run by Davos, G8 and the Bilderberg Group. And they all get together at Bohemian Grove and have a odd sort of a laugh. But even those societies are in thrall to the banking clans. The Rothschilds, the Morgans, the Rockefellers, the banking families that blatantly finance both sides in a war. Quick history lesson. In 1913, they established the Federal Reserve and their descendants control it today. Imagine if the mint in the UK was privately owned. This is what is actually happening in the States. They control, the banking clans control the flow of money in America. They are worth trillions. So if you want to change the world for the better, you must convince the banking families to release their cash, to build flood defences in Bangladesh, to introduce terraforming sustainable agricultural practices in Africa. Equally, I'm sure they could find a method of squeezing the cash that goes to Assad of Syria or Kim Jong-il of North Korea. To change the world, you have to convince the bankers to release the cash. Now, I don't believe this should be done by protest or coercion. I don't think that's fair, and I don't think it works. I think it should be done by the offer of immortality. Alfred Nobel, founder of the prizes. Previous to that, he invented dynamite and explosives. One day the press thought he had died. I think it was his brother that died. And they published his obituary describing him as the principal merchant of death. He saw that. He started running the prizes instead, and he changed his history. These days, I know Barack Obama I would describe as an absolute hero. He consistently, amusingly and tunefully stands up for what's right. Bill Gates, wonderful man. Warren Buffett, magnificent human being. These are men in a position of power that are still putting the welfare of the larger world above their personal profit. So I am putting this proposition to you, Lord Rothschild, Mr. Rockefeller or Mr. Morgan, or whoever you may be. Release 500 billion for good causes. You and your family are still going to be rich for now and all eternity. But you will be held as a hero now and forever for such an action. Your name will be sung about through the ages because just for once you didn't put your personal wealth store, the value of your personal wealth store above the value of human lives. So please, members of the banking clan or anybody who has access to them, no protests, no arguing, ask them if they want to be remembered as the greatest hero of all time, now and forever. If the banking clans can be convinced to release their cash for the good of mankind, then there will truly be, en masse, a lot better world than we have today. And that is how to make the world a better place. Please, banking clans, consider this.